Good evening, everyone. And welcome to tonight's episode of Danes and Dragons. Sorry for the slight delay. We had some technical issues with a laptop's
keyboard.
Yeah, a laptop's keyboard just did not react to anything. But we're here now, and I think we should just jump right into it, shouldn't we?
Yes, we had a little shopping session last time.
A little, yes.
It's still in it.
Well, partially.
Yeah.
I will admit, if I remember correctly, you returned to... Sorry, my mind's just completely busted at the moment.
Matthias?
Yeah, you left the Distant Wilds and returned towards Drustvar. Took a quick stop at Goldshire, where you met an old priest, where you sold some of your plant stuff. You bought some equipment in the form of rope and a few tools, and a few other things, before you headed towards the city of Drustvar. As you arrived in Drustvar, you prepared yourself to go to Matthias. You arrived at Matthias' shop, who gladly took the knife from you and prepared himself to cast the different spells that he had to cast to try to find, well, Eterèmont's bow, your ring, Victor, and an earring that Epos mentioned.
Very nice.
As he said it would take a couple of hours, you decided to go out and see if you could sell the few things you have left, and so you went to the mechanical potion. You met Pilgrim Gearspanner. From there, you decided that there was still some time left. You wanted to see if you could find work, and so you went to the Silver Lion. And that is where we begin tonight's session.
So, did we go inside the Silver Lion?
You started walking in the general direction of the Silver Lion.
Okay, so we're not there yet. Okay.
Go.
Well, guys, anyone know where how to get there?
Yeah.
You know, me and finding my way.
Urak knows, I suppose.
He's just leading ahead.
Yeah, it doesn't take you long. It's essentially relatively close to the harbor, where you just were when you spoke to Pilgrim and sold some things and tried your best not to buy a frost giant strength potion.
Oh yeah, that.
But definitely got a scheme, make money fast scheme out of it.
Mm-hmm. But
Oh yeah, that's right.
you essentially arrive at Silver Lion. The tavern is bustling at this time of day, or at least somewhat bustling. There are a lot of people there, actually. Several different types of people, adventurers, you reckon? The tavern keep is taking care of the people there. A small group of a small band is playing, very likely bards, not just musicians, but actual bards.
Wait, can they work together? Aren't they selfish? Anyways. So, there, as far as I remember, there's like a board in this particular tavern.
There is a board.
No, it was a dwarf.
There is
Right.
also a notice board, but that one is actually empty at the moment.
Really?
More specifically, you see there is actually only a single note that essentially states that any inquiries must be brought to the attention of the representative of the Legion of Glory.
Yeah. Guys, doesn't seem like there's work right now. Unless, of course, we have to speak to someone in here?
Odiel.
True. So,
As you say that, a half-orc man walks past. Is actually on his way out. He's decked in this breastplate armor, holding a halberd, which is this long pole with an axe head at the end. He just stops as you say that and just goes, If you're looking for work, you need to talk to the representative. The notice board has well, they've stopped using it as people had a tendency to put all sorts of stupid shit up on it. The representatives got annoyed at it and decided to just have all the notices themselves.
where is this representative, my friend?
And he points with his halberd, just goes, "Over there," and points towards a table. You do recognize the table from the last time you were there, where the somewhat surprisingly sober dwarf woman sat the last time you were here. This
I
time,
know that woman anywhere.
this
This will be
time,
fun.
there is a human man sitting in the chair in front of that desk. He's wearing a full set of plated armor. A shield has been placed behind him, and you see a sword sitting in his belt. He has short, dark brown hair, a single scar running down his face. Clean shaven, and seems to be talking rather cordial with a couple of adventurers. As he,
Cordial.
yeah,
What is that?
it means he speaks kindly to them.
Ah.
And he seems to be. There seems to be a couple of pieces of paper on the table, very likely notices and jobs. As he seems to speak with them as if he knows them.
So, little one, do you want to help me here? And then I start walking towards that table.
What are the rest of you doing, Urak and Eterèmont? Do you just follow them, or what do you do?
Yeah, just follow.
And Urak?
What was it now?
What do you want to do? Victor and Icarus
No,
and Eterèmont is going to the table.
Yeah, I know, I'm just looking through my notes. Well, before now, I'll just sit at a table.
Okay. Epos will join you, Urak, at one of the tables, just sitting down for a second. The two adventurers that is talking with this human man behind the table walks away after having very likely been given some details, and you see the man starting to take some of these, a couple of these notices up and start to put them away as you approach. Well, hello. You seem to be new
Hello.
here. Can't
Well,
say
not
we've
really.
met.
I say I've been here one time before.
Very
It's,
likely during Dotil's shift at the desk. I
Yeah.
suppose.
Where is that young dwarf? She's very intriguing.
Oh, she had a family thing she had to take care of. We do share the burden from. We essentially share the burden, both of us. It seems to be my turn now. Name's Warford, by the way.
Good day, Victor, at your service. And this is my compatriot, Icarus, and the others were also here.
Eterèmont is there. That's the only.
Okay,
Yeah.
Eterèmont, the elf.
Mm-hmm. Well,
So,
is there something
I
can do
hear
for you?
you are... Well,
Is there something I could do for you?
yes, there is something you can do for us. we would like to do something for hire.
So you're looking for work.
See,
Unsanctioned
Very
work.
much indeed.
I see.
most likely.
Oh, that
I
is
don't
that is
know what that means, but yeah.
that is 100% likely because you are not members of the Legion of Glory. Therefore, unsanctioned work is the only I can offer you. I do have.
be it.
I do have.
What do you have?
A little. He opens. You see him put the. He essentially just put. He's sitting holding a couple of papers. As he opens a shelf that is like slightly filled with different notices, closes that, opens another one. It seems that we do not have a lot of unsanctioned work. And he pulls up one notice.
Yes.
I'm afraid it's not much, and I cannot promise that the pay is incredible.
Well, some pay is still incredible for us, I guess. We're rather new in this town.
Well, then I suppose this
tell
is
me.
right up your alley.
Whose throat are we gonna cut today?
I highly doubt you will have to cut a throat. At least if the notice's description is anything to go by. A young girl has gone missing.
So you want me to take out that girl?
A little girl has gone missing.
Oh, so it's a search and find thing.
Yes.
Do you have a description?
I don't. The only thing the note said was, and he pushes the note further towards you as he has put it on the table so you can read it.
Eterèmont, would you be a dear and read that for me?
Is it in common?
It is.
And Victor read.
I take it, I look at it, and I'm like, don't you know how to read?
Yes, but that's not my job.
Are you stupid or something?
How dare you, woman?
Eterèmont is a man, just so you know.
Okay, how dare you, elf?
Well,
Got him.
got him. Well, yeah, Eterèmont, you start reading the note, the notice,
Yes.
and it actually doesn't say much. It just says someone's daughter has gone missing, and the notice has been written by a man named Zaz. Z-A-Z. Zaz. The notice does not specify pay, it only specifies to come to his shop as quickly as possible for the details.
And where do we find this shop?
It does say that that it is Zaz's Emporium.
Do we
What
know
is
what
that?
an emporium is?
An emporium is just a fancy word for a shop. You don't know what this specific emporium sells.
So I'm gonna ask the same question loudly. What is
Well,
this
as
emporium?
Eterèmont said what the note said.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Icarus, you have spent a little bit of time in Drustvar, so I'd like you to make a history check.
Ooh, this is gonna be good.
Did the
history.
man go?
That's a
Who we were
5.
just talking to?
No, he's still there. A
Or
5.
could he tell
You're
us?
you're not entirely sure. It's you have not spent that long in Drustvar. You have been in and out of the city several times, but you don't really spend too much time amongst the shops and craftsmen.
Then it has to be one of those small niche shops.
Niche shops. What?
Yeah,
That's
niche.
called a
niche.
Niche.
A niche shop.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it is essentially. Yeah. You do.
Yep.
Well, that's what the note says. Come to Zaz's Emporium for more details. Use the back door. It also says.
Use the back door.
Use the
I've
back
been
door.
invited inside. Interesting.
That definitely sounds creepy. Are you sure his daughter is missing? Maybe he wants to tie us up and kidnap us. or
Do
something
you
like
say that out loud? By the way.
Please.
that. The
Yes.
others will be able to read my facial expression.
Fair enough. Then Warford will look at you as you make weird faces and go. You seem perturbed, my friend. Is something the matter?
Who wants people to go in, to use the back door when you're looking for his daughter?
Well, Zaz's home is through the back door on the upper floors of his shop.
Where is this shop? We are not so familiar with these places.
Oh, of course. Zaz's Emporium is not far from here. And he does give you a general description of where it is.
And
Just treat the man with respect. He's a good man. And an excellent craftsman, I might add. And he starts to pound his own armor like, you made this.
very nice. I try to seem very respectable towards him. It's real leather.
It's iron, steel, to be very specific.
Oh, very interesting. Mine
Yeah,
is.
I did say he was wearing a full plated armor.
Victor is very ignorant about anything other than what he's wearing, so it's like, oh, I have the best leather. You should try my tailor. What's that called? Tanner. Oh, anyways, I'll show you one day. I don't have time right now. Thank you, my good friend. And I start walking out and try to pull as much as I can on the others.
Before you do go, I do need a name signed on this notice before you go.
All of us?
Well, just one of you is enough, I suppose.
Victor!
Someone.
Left to right?
Okay, that didn't go so well through the microphone. Can you?
No.
Oh, shit. Sorry.
Yeah, you're a little bit far away. We can see you on Osmos's camera, so...
No longer! You cannot see me anymore!
Can you repeat what you said before?
I am hidden!
She said, Victor, it is your turn to sell your soul or something.
Whatever's left of it.
My soul is whatever. And I go over there and I make like I make initials, like very cute, beautiful, you know.
Cute little
Yeah, like
me.
exquisite handwriting of the initials VG.
Yeah. I don't think I have a middle name though. No.
That's your choice.
And I'll make like many little dots just to make it very interesting and stuff. And I drop the pen like a mic drop, and then I go.
he picks up the pen and puts it away and just
I love it.
and starts putting it into the drawer again.
Ah, yeah. It's because I have seen my father make like a very long and beautiful signature that takes a long time to write, and then I don't really like to write, so it was like.
Yes,
This is fine.
it is completely unreadable, but that's another side of the story.
Yes.
But yeah,
Signatures always are.
that's true.
Scribble.
Yeah, indeed. Scribble. Or as some does it, an X. Done.
As far
You
as I
don't need to
remember,
know.
we shouldn't be thirsty or sleepy right now yet.
No, it is like I'm gonna say, and I will be honest, I do not remember when I said you arrived in the town. I'll say it's like in the middle of the afternoon, like 3-4-ish.
So it can wait until after we're done here. Okay.
We have to check back on Matthias and his ritual.
Do you think he's done yet, my friend?
Oh yeah, it would take a few hours.
Yes.
I will say you may have spent like an hour in the city.
That's what he
by
said
now.
it would. Yeah.
Let's go to the shop first. Hear the man out and see if we even care. I mean, if we can even help.
Well, it's only the
Okay.
three of you at the moment. Urak and Epos is still sitting at their table.
They sat at a table.
They sat at the table.
Anyways, we're just going anyways. We didn't notice. Apparently.
I go to Epos and Urak and say, while while we're still waiting for Matthias to finish his ritual, maybe we should go look for this girl, and I give the note.
You don't have the note.
I don't have the note.
None of you have the note. Warford took the note after Victor had signed it and put it in his drawer.
Hey, bitch!
Give us. You can't.
Okay, I just explained what happened.
That's fair.
What? Yeah.
So we're going to this Zaz guy to find out more about this little girl
Yes.
that has gone missing.
I think that would be a good way to spend our time.
It's better than walking around in circles.
Wrong with circles.
I stand up and wait for him to lead.
Epos also stands up and do see Victor is on his way out the door. As Victor, as far as I understood, as Victor is actually believing that everyone is just following at the moment, and he just keeps walking. So Epos follows.
Oh, okay, that's the one. Icarus is
Yeah.
with me also, right?
Yes.
Very nice. But after a while, I noticed the lacking of the sound of the big guy walking.
Whoop whoop.
It's like there's such
Sound of
quietness.
the big guy.
You say as you enter the street where people are still, the market is still open, and there are a lot of people.
Like, my spidey senses tell me there's something missing.
As Epos comes up behind you,
Ah!
not stealthily. He's just there.
Yeah. So, you're back to human form. Interesting.
I've been back for a while.
Really? Oh, I'm sorry. Welcome back.
I thought Urak had a bad passive perception.
No, Victor is
Yeah.
willfully ignorant of things.
Yeah, yes, we've noticed. Anyway, you meet up out in the streets again and prepare to walk towards Zaz's shop.
That's
Yes.
Yes. You follow the description given to you by Warford, and you find your way to this relatively large building, actually. If he is a smith, he must have employees by the size of this place.
Like in big as in structurally, or big as in like a huge corporation?
Structurally.
Okay.
It is one building, but it's rather large
Okay.
compared to that he's a smith.
So it's probably half giants, all of them. We'll see.
It's not because the building is like tall, it's just big. There's like a lot of room for
like that.
probably more than one smith working at a time.
So by the look of it from the outside, would it be immediately apparent how to find the back entrance?
Well, there is essentially the road essentially continues forward, but there are a small alley that goes around.
Alleys. Anyways, I'm like, guys, do you think we need to take an alley to find that back door?
it is a back door after all.
Oh, I so
Usually
don't wanna
implies
go
alleys.
first. Urak, would you mind taking the lead on this one?
I walk ahead.
Okay.
Fine.
You walk around the building into this alley, and there is a door.
And he's scraping the sides while he's walking.
No, it's not.
No.
It is an alley. It's not. It is still like a sizable alley. It's just not the main. It's not the main road, but it's still a place where people can walk.
Oh, okay.
And no, Urak is not like.
No, he's a big
That's
guy,
what
but
I'm
he's not that
imagining.
big. But yeah, you can find a door on the other side.
Urak is large, but not huge.
Actually, I'm imagining something like Reinhardt compared to the other people from Overwatch.
Oh no, absolutely not.
No, 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 no,
Please.
no. He's not that big.
No.
Like, Reinhardt is
Fuck.
100% a large creature. If not huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, if not huge, actually. Regardless,
Anyways.
you stand before the back door into Zaz's Emporium.
Is this just a regular door?
Yeah.
I
Fuck it up.
cast Thunderbolt. No, I'm just kidding. I open the door.
You open it.
or grab it, or...
Well,
Have you tried
you,
knocking?
you open. You try to open the door, but it's locked.
No,
I'm like-
no.
My skills are in... Oh, I don't have my tools. Okay.
No, you don't.
I knock on the door. Let's take a few steps back so Victor's still in front.
And I feel like violated, like, why am I supposed to... Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm the leader, of course. In my head, of course.
Yeah.
After about a minute, you hear from behind a sound of as locks are being unlocked, and the door opens, and you see before you a relatively like a large half-orc man. He's about 6'8", with muddy green colored skin. It's looking like a man built of nothing but muscle and sinew. He's wearing a very simple white shirt, brown pants, and boots. You also look at him and see that he very likely has more orcish blood than human blood in him, as he has bigger tusks than normal, and a slight beard.
We'll try once more. Sinuk?
A sinew, skin, like tight skin.
Oh, okay.
He's essentially nothing but skin and skin and muscle, essentially.
A bag of muscles.
Yeah.
Great bag of muscles.
Okay. Sorry, I just got an error message, so I just had to be sure that there is still output. There is.
Good.
And input. Good. But yeah, he looks at you. Sorry. Like I said, he looks more orcish than human, with large tusks and a rather short chin beard with like a single small braid on the chin. And he looks at you. What can I do for you?
Greetings. Are you... Oh, I forgot the name.
Zaz?
Zaz. Are you Zaz?
Gorilla.
We come from this Civil Lion and heard that you need our help with a girl or something.
You were here because of my note.
Yes.
I knew I could rely on the Legion of Glory. Come in. And he waves you inside as he steps a little away from the door so you can get in.
Is there
I
lot
take
of
a quick
space?
look at the others, like, is he gonna eat us? And then, okay, I enter.
I push you in first.
But yeah, you walk inside, and it is essentially a middle room, if that makes sense, like an entree,
Entree?
entry. I don't know.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, it's essentially
A hallway.
yeah, it's essentially it's like the beginning of a home, but it's like there's essentially a door, then maybe like 15, like 10 feet, and then another door, and then there is essentially stairs that goes up. That is essentially all there is in this room.
A place to put your jackets and your shoes and your armor, and then
Well, yeah,
Continue.
there is like like places to hang cloaks and things like that, and he just guides you upstairs, up the stairs.
so I, as a gentleman, wipe my feet very profusely, and then I walk up the stairs.
I assume you all do that. Or at least walk up the stairs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough. You walk up and enter what looks like a living room, which is beautifully decorated. Like, the place is... There is so much color in the room. There are several potted plants, a fine wooden table, a couch in like this purplish leather. Small cushions placed up, a large, what's it called? This like large chair. Well, that's interesting.
No, even the stream is
Yes. Everything just broke at
Died.
once.
Oh, I'm the GM now.
No, you're
All
not.
right, so no.
No, you're not. I'll take my space back.
Aw.
Well, we seem to have a lot of technical issues today.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
what was the last
Great.
thing you heard me say?
very beautiful room.
Yes, very beautiful room.
A beautiful carved table and some cushions.
A purplish leather sofa or couch, and a large chair, like these. I don't remember what it's called. You know, these big, comfy chairs, essentially in the same
Chair.
armchairs. Yeah, an armchair in the same like purplish leather. A lot of small figurines in like porcelain and marble and all sorts of beautiful small things here and there, as he sits himself in the large armchair and just extends his hand towards the couch, and he actually also pulls in a couple of other chairs from a nearby table where there's a chess game that is actually seems to be there is a game going on.
The first thing I do when I sit down in the couch is to lean forward and look at the carved wooden table, at all the details, being like, this is quite magnificent. And like, oh, just touching all of it. Like, oh, those details. Oh, and the curve right here.
It is a meticulously made table. It is exquisite. There is actually different grooves and markings in it. The markings actually is carved in the markings of a dragon. Like there's
One yourself.
It looks essentially like a battlefield with a warrior at one end and a dragon roaring above the warrior.
Oh. Did you craft this one yourself?
No, I did not.
Where's it from?
It was a commission that my wife made a while ago.
Well, she does have some great taste.
She does. She's the one who, well, did this. He points around the entire living room.
She did this. I just live here.
Is it possible to hire her for decorating my own home?
I mean, she's not really a. She doesn't really do decorations per se. She's a seamstress. She weaves clothes.
Oh, so fine clothes maybe even.
Yes, she does actually.
Oh,
Well, that's
I shall
that
I
is-
shall speak about that when we have more time.
that would be preferable. You are here because of the note, because of my daughter's disappearance, yes?
Yes.
That is nice to know. And here I have expected that everyone would just turn a blind eye to me and my problems. The gods did, at the very least. Bastards.
Guards to say.
Gods wouldn't help me.
That is very unusual indeed.
They barely even believed that I had a daughter.
Oh.
Claimed it because of this, and he points to his tusks.
I
Racist.
see. Yeah.
Right.
Is that unusual in this town?
It's not really unusual anywhere. We who look a little different and perhaps make comparisons to the more ill-fated creatures.
Eterèmont looks very innocent right now.
Strange. The captain at the Silver Lion spoke very highly of you.
Well, he's a good man. He understands that race should not mean anything. Just
I'm
because...
still looking around the room.
Yeah.
Like,
Just because I have tusks and green skin, they believe that I have the same temperament and the same violent tendencies as my long distant cousins of the Orcish race.
Please have a violent
Yeah, I thought the same thing.
He does seem to
I
hold
am
back.
not violent!
He does seem to hold back some kind of restrained anger at the moment as he's speaking about this. Regardless.
So, when was the last time you saw your daughter?
This morning,
Where?
on her way to a school not far away from you.
Does he have an escort?
I would not have assumed she would need one. We're in the middle of the capital city of this country. There should not be a need for an escort.
Right. Do you have any enemies other than the guards?
I don't have enemies amongst the guards. They're just idiots. No, I don't have any enemies. Not as far as I know. None that at least has shown themselves openly.
So I take out a little snack and I throw it to Urak. Here, Scooby! No, I'm just kidding. Um,
the fuck is Goofy? Let's cut to the chase. What does she look like?
He points at you, Urak, and say, I like you. To the point of things. Thank you.
oh, I thought you said like you.
Yeah!
No, he said, I like you.
She looks like you.
She looks like yeah. Except the teeth is not that way, but this way.
Yeah.
No. He does say, well, her name is Zimarl. She looks a little bit like me. Small tusks, green skin. She's more half orcish. Then she takes more from me than her mother.
So she's big.
She has auburn brown colored hair. The last time I saw her put up into a small braid. She has...
How old is she?
She's 10.
For an orc, almost full-blown orc, how big would that be compared to a regular human?
He points over at Icarus. About that tall.
Oh.
About my size.
Yeah.
At least height-wise.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm short by nature.
Well, you are a halfling. They have a tendency to be a little short. But hey, you have other strengths.
That he does. Hey, so I'm thinking, where is this school? We're not so familiar with this town.
Up around the entrance to the arcane quarters. It's not that far. It should take you like maybe 10 minutes to get there. Just follow the main road that leads out in front of the shop. You should see it. I'm sure Mistress Hilda is still there. Session is still in. Or at least the later classes are still ongoing, as far as I understand.
So how was it that you found out that your daughter is missing?
She should have been home hours ago.
Doesn't she have classes?
Okay.
She does not have classes this late.
Interesting.
Okay.
Could I get the name again? Sorry.
Zimarl. That's
Sim-
S-E-M-A-R-E-L. Cimarral.
M-A-
Cimarral.
Mm.
Not
Yeah.
entirely sure how you pronounce it, but
Cimarral.
it's Cimarral.
Made up word.
We'll say Cimarral. I say Cimarral.
Well
Did
then,
she have anyone that she found that she has spoken about she didn't like or liked?
No, she's a shy kid. She tends to keep to herself during her classes. She's a clever one. Definitely doesn't take from me when it comes to that. I've had... well, let's just say that she's gifted.
something we would notice if we saw her.
Very likely not. She is a smart kid.
I see.
Hmm.
Do you know of any friends she might visit?
No. Like I said, she tends to come home and just do her homework, read some books. Like I said, she's a shy kid and tends to stay by herself most of the time.
I see. I have suspects already.
What?
Hmm.
Is there a name of her teachers that we might be able to talk to?
We'll talk to Mistress Hilda at the
Mistress
school itself. She's the one that takes care of the children there. It's not a large school and there are not several classes or anything. There's just some that, well, stays longer than others.
Right. Guys, do we need anything more? I think we need to go to the school.
There is one thing.
Mm.
Your payment.
Yes, of course.
And he takes several seconds to just look at all of you, like judge you, if you will. 100 gold if you find her alive. 20 if you find her. Well, let's hope that doesn't happen, but yeah. Beyond from that, if you can give me peace, I will also give you 20% off any purchase you want to make from me. Any armor or weapons, any kind of metal craft you'd ever need for the rest of your existence. 20% off.
Oh dear.
Okay. Mark as favorite.
Say!
That just became a great fucking deal. Holy
Yeah.
shit.
I'm sorry, Sass, would you have anything against us searching through her room? Preferably through her school material, if she has any left at home.
He just waves his hands, he starts standing up and walks towards one of the rooms.
I follow.
And he just opens the door and just goes, "Be my guest. Just don't mess up too many things."
You know if she keeps a diary or something?
I do not. And if she did, she definitely would have kept that secret from me, wouldn't you say?
True.
Yes.
I can only assume
You
that
got a
if-
point.
I can only assume that if there's something at all to write about in her journal, it's about her stupid father.
Sounds like a very healthy relationship.
I'd say so.
Yeah, I remember the same thing from my father.
Yeah.
He never
Too real,
listened.
man. Too
Well-
real.
I'll be here if you need me if you have any more questions for me.
Yes.
So,
I would like to search for a diary.
Okay. Roll perception or investigation of the room, which essentially is.
I would like
more-
to help.
Okay.
me too.
You may do it with advantage, or you may all three roll. You decide.
Let's just do advantage. Who has more than 0?
I have 4.
Okay, I'm not gonna do
Yeah, you go.
At 17.
Okay.
Nice.
You walk into the room and just take a quick look around. It looks like a typical small room, though the walls has been painted in this like bright pink coloration.
It hurts my eyes, probably.
Very likely. There is a single desk with a couple of books on them. Very likely, like light reading. If you were like a scholar, it's some rather thick books. There's of course a chair before it, a wardrobe that is closed. A small chest in front of the bed, up against the wall, and the bed itself. And you start going through the room like meticulously, thinking about where did your sister keep her diary. As your first instinct is under the mattress, and there it is.
Aha!
There is a small book there.
You're all alike, small girls.
You fucking dung dawn.
Got him.
Yes, but you find a small book.
Oh, good. It's locked. Or is it?
It is actually, with a small padlock that hangs in the end.
Fireball. No.
Yeah. Burn it
Victor,
all
use
up.
your thieves. Oh, no way.
I mean, he can still try. He just doesn't add his proficiency bonus to it because he doesn't have the tools. But you can all try to unlock it anyway.
Would it be sleight of hand, or what would you use for that?
I would use pure dexterity.
Pure dex. Fine, I'll do it.
Can I have a
Maybe.
bolt?
Oh. So, it could have been worse.
It could have been a lot worse. You essentially walk over, just take the book from Icarus and just pull out a dagger and just go into it, and you do find something that seems to be moving, and your dagger essentially turns with the lock, and the padlock just goes opens. And it's unlocked.
Yes. And I present the books to Icarus, like, here you go,
Yes.
little one.
Great. And I'll go to the last entry of the book.
Okay. You open up the book and go to the back entry, and it seems to be filled with notes. Actually, school notes for the most part.
Okay.
There is a notice of this I did not have ready. Oops. Give me a second. Because I don't have this here. It's a name that I need. Sorry. I should have my notes in better order. It's also not here. God damn it.
Is the name
Good same.
important?
Yes, it is.
It was placeholder name.
It speaks of a person, her uncle actually,
Ooh.
who has actually been talking a lot to her recently about academic studies and her future. And she does say that she has actually been thinking a lot about what her uncle said. It says Uncle Urak.
Urak?
Urak. Hurak. Urak.
Urak
Wait.
and Urak.
That's very close.
That's Urak, but with a H.
It is.
Is it like a proposition he had?
It doesn't say specifically. It just says the note just says as a 10-year-old with a. You do read some of the other entries, and she just writes very eloquently for a 10-year-old. Like, she uses words that I think Urak doesn't even know about. No offense.
One word
there's
that
many
I
words
know
he
is
doesn't know.
called defenestration.
Cool. Anyway, but yeah, it speaks of Urak having been there a lot. Actually, his name does pop up a lot over the past month, at least, of different ideas for her future. It doesn't say specifically, just that it says that he has spoken about her future, about her potentials.
So, anything in there, Icarus?
Well, it seems she had a lot of conversations with her uncle about her prowess as an academic. Some about her potential, some about... Yeah.
There is also one specific word that is used about her potential. A spark. Essentially, essentially what she's written down is that she says that Uncle Urak said that I have the spark.
Interesting.
So Urak's Uncle Urak here says she had a spark, which to me might refer to some sort of magic potential.
In Danish, she got kicked.
LOL!
Who's to say what's happened? But yeah.
So, maybe we should investigate this uncle. Maybe she could be there.
Potentially.
He might know more.
Yeah.
But of course, we need to find out who he is.
You talk
Who's
about
gonna ask
Sass
the big
about...
guy?
Yeah,
do
let's talk.
So we
I'm
find
gonna
Zaz.
leave the diary.
Yeah, there's no need for it anymore.
Yeah. Do you lock it back up, or do you just place it on the? What do you do with it specifically?
No one has seen us. There should be no trace of us being in her diary.
I will wipe
Lock
my
it
feet
up
on her
and
floor
put it
and go
back
outside.
in.
You lock it back up, put it under the mattress, and put down the mattress. And you walk out of the room, I assume.
Yes.
Yes.
Is
Back
there,
to Sass.
is there a piece of paper around and something to write?
There is.
Okay, I will quickly walk up and write like, sorry, we had to read some of your diary, and like lift it up again and just put it on the diary and then
Very
put
well.
the mattress down again.
Okay. You walk.
Didn't see anything.
You walk back into this living room thing, and you do see Zaz sitting on the couch, hands folded, and just seeming to
Excuse me?
stare out into the air.
Excuse me, Sass.
Yes. Sorry.
So we have some clues.
Hmm.
I wanted to go through with you. Who is this Urak person?
Urak. That's my brother.
Your brother.
Yes.
He's been visiting a lot lately.
He has. For some reason, he wants to. He has been wanting to speak with my daughter. Though they seem to have a lot in common.
Yeah. I think we would like to speak to him.
Well,
Where
good
could we
luck.
find him?
Well, good luck. I can barely even get into contact with him. He's a busy man.
Oh,
Where can he be found?
You can try the academy.
In this town?
Oh yes.
Okay.
the big one.
Yes, the magical academy.
I see.
You can try, but like I said, he's a busy man and don't usually. He barely has time for when I come around, so.
When
We
does he
are-
usually visit? Does he come in the morning or?
To be honest, I haven't seen him in a while. I think what he does is go to the school and speak with her there.
Oh, okay.
I see.
She does tell me when he does, and she tells me what they spoke about, and to be perfectly fair, I have no idea what any of it means.
Hmm. Perhaps Mistress Hilda has talked to him then.
Potentially, as they do work together in a way. The school has been put up by the Arcane Brotherhood after all.
Oh,
Who are the
I like
Arcane
nudge to Icarus and just go like spark.
yeah, spark. Has he mentioned the spark to you? In your daughter?
Not exactly. He has said she has an intelligent mind and a potential. What that means, I'm not entirely sure. I assume it is something to do with that magic thing. Those magic
Yeah.
things. I don't know. I'm a smith. Like, I don't know.
Who?
Let me get this
Arcane Brotherhood.
straight. She's strong, she's intellectual and magical and inept.
Perfect. Perfect.
Damn!
Well, I don't think I said at any point she's strong. Just as she's
Well,
intellectual.
she has the physique of her dad.
She looks a little bit like him.
Who is rippling muscles.
What he's referring to is, of course, his skin color and the fact that she's an half-orc.
Okay.
He has his, he,
Okay.
What he refers to is that she will most likely have his tusks.
Okay, what I got was like Icarus, like green tusks and just
No.
and then like brown braided hair and like really fucking intellectual, which is just like yes, it's the wizard that casts fists.
It is the future. It is the future world dominator.
We found her.
The Schwarzenegger kid.
Intelligent, powerful,
When
muscular, physically strong, mentally strong, and is magically adept. A magical adept.
when the barbarian finds out how to cast magic while raging, holy shit, we're screwed.
Yes.
But yeah, very
Okay.
fortunate.
Now Eterèmont asks for the third time, what is the Arcane Brotherhood?
You don't know. You're not from around here, are you?
No.
No.
If it wasn't obvious already, no.
Icarus, you have heard of the Arcane Brotherhood.
Yes.
They are a relatively large organization in Ashen. They are the masters of magic.
Missed.
The Archmages of the Arcane.
Ooh, why does that sound familiar from some movie starting with a W?
But yeah, you don't know specifically about all of them, Icarus. You've just heard about them. Everyone who lives in Ashen has heard of the Arcane Brotherhood.
Yes.
You also know that the Arcane Brotherhood do have a seat on the small council with the king.
And I think Matthias mentioned. Did he mention it, or did someone else mention it?
Matthias might have.
I think it was mentioned.
I'm pretty sure it has been mentioned, yes. But yeah, the Arcane Brotherhood is the Masters of Magic, and they are the ones that is in. Well, they are the masters of the academy in Drustvar.
Okay.
Regardless, I think we need to go to this school. There is no other course of action here.
One last question.
No course.
Says, does your wife have any magical powers?
Yes, she has definitely hidden them from me.
Oh, okay.
And we have been married
Well,
for...
apart from being great at interior design, but yeah.
I mean, if you call that magic, then yes, she definitely does have magic.
I cast good taste.
It does 68 ore damage.
What
64 interior damage.
what we don't know is that she can cast what's the name of the spell, like where like everything comes to life.
Sparkle?
Oh, that one. I know which one it is that you're thinking about, and I don't remember.
Wish.
Is it animate
Prestidigitation?
object
No.
or something?
Yeah, animate object, and everything just places itself.
Oh, I would
Don't look too close
not.
to the rock. It might start to move. Anyway, you do what?
We go to the school.
Yes.
So you leave Zaz to lead you back down, and then say, as you walk out, you say, "Please bring her back alive, and please be quick about it." Again, she's probably been gone for hours now, and you know how it is with people that disappear.
Yes.
Thank you.
Mm.
And he closes the door.
I'm like, and I start walking down the stairs.
You are already outside.
we are
You're
outside.
on the street again.
Okay, never mind. So Right, guys. Did you get in the directions? He said something about going down the street or something.
Wait,
Follow the road,
I'm
like
an elf.
outside of.
All right, I just follow you, Urak. This is too much for me.
I'll fucking walk to the school.
Yeah, you walk back out to the main road and start following it. And after about 10 minutes, you do hear the sound of children screaming, playing,
Oh, okay.
and there are also a couple of children run right past you as you walk up to a building.
None of them look orcish.
No, actually not. Many of them are human. Some of them seem to have a slight tint of elven blood in them.
Okay, I pick one up and put it in my pocket. I'm just kidding.
I was about to say, there's not room in your pocket for a
Pocket.
child, I'm afraid to say. Also, some of these children are definitely about 12 or 13.
Okay, then strangle.
I am very impressed. Bag of
Do they
holding.
walk up to us? We should say,
Exactly, you just need a bag of holding first. Anyway,
Bag of devouring.
Wait, is that the same thing? Just that it eats it?
I'm
What you
pretty
put
sure
in?
that's a yes. Anyway,
Yeah.
as you do go up to come up to this rather it's a relatively small building. There's probably like maybe 2 or 3 rooms, it looks like, in the place. It looks pretty nice actually. Like, it's definitely a building that has been built to last. Built up with bricks and a thatch roof. Outside the building stands an elderly woman, probably in her early 60s. Her hair is like grey at the edges, and like the first pieces of white starting to push themselves out on the roots of her hair. Her hair has been pulled back into like this tight bun. She wears robes of white, and you do see something that glitters around her neck, like a medallion of some kind, that depicts an open book.
We can't recognize that symbol anywhere. From anywhere.
Roll a religion check.
I am not good at that stuff. Okay, no.
You're not sure. You're pretty sure you've seen this. You're pretty sure you have seen this sign before. Some time ago. A long time ago, actually. So it escapes you.
Wouldn't surprise me, actually. Anyways, Icarus, can you please ask the fair woman whether or not she is who we are looking for?
sure. Excuse me? Are you healed by any chance?
The woman was about to turn around. She turns back around, looks at you, and goes, "Oh, aren't you a sweet little one?" Like, start patting you on the head.
I am. I am a sweet little one.
and she stopped for a second. It's like, "Oh, excuse me, I did not notice. Pardon."
I appreciate the compliment, though.
I'm glad.
Oh, good cutie.
Aren't you just a cutie, pinching your cheeks and shaking your head all the time? No, she doesn't. Exactly like just going insane. No, she doesn't. She's holding like a cane to keep herself up, and she goes, "My name is Mrs. Hilda. I forget sometimes. Can I? Is there something I can help you with, sir?"
Yes, Icarus. You can call me Icarus.
Icarus.
Yeah,
And your friends? And she starts pointing towards the 4 other people that stand outside of the fence of the building.
The idiot standing like, ha!
Exactly. Like,
Are they your friends? How would you think that?
why would you think
I
that?
don't know these people. Never met them before.
Never met them before in my life.
We're all doing something awkward out there, like boogers and stuff.
scratching your butt or some shit like that. Like, no. But yeah, she asks you, Icarus, is there something she can help you with?
Yes, we are looking for. I forgot how to pronounce the name.
Oh, I don't know either.
Simael.
Simael.
Simael. She's
Yes.
gone missing.
She has. Oh dear. If only I had been a little faster, I suppose.
Was she here today?
Yes. What? Why are you looking for her?
Her father is very worried and put up a notice for adventurers to find her.
I see. I assumed as much.
I go closer to join in on the conversation.
Yeah, I join too.
Oh, aren't you just a handsome lad? She looks at as she looks at Eterèmont.
The fairest in the land.
I also come up.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's what I say. The fairest in the land, my lady.
Oh, I don't doubt it. And
then
she looks over at you, Victor, and just goes, "Well, hello there, handsome."
Nice.
Yes, that's what I needed to hear. Thank you. My day is much better. We can go now, everyone.
Wait.
I stop him.
No.
Keep calm.
Like you just turn around and Urak is there, like nope, and turns you back.
Good. I'm done here. Okay,
Let's just because we can, like, yep. Nope.
Oh yeah, I forgot about one detail. Was her uncle here today?
No, he's not been here for a little while. Probably busy with his studies, I assume. Amen, bless him.
Is she telling the truth?
Roll an insight check.
Please say no.
Surely she isn't, but she just forgets so much that she doesn't know she's lying.
She does.
Like I'm the only one that's like, let's just do it for sure.
Yes. You have a hard time reading whether she's lying or telling the truth at the moment.
She's too wrinkly.
She's definitely
Too
wrinkly.
many wrinkles. Can't read
She's
it.
definitely wrinkly, as she looks like one in her 60s. She is human.
Yeah.
But she turns back to you, Icarus, and just says, like I said, I did hear something. If only I had been a little faster, I might have seen something.
What did you see?
Follow
What
me.
did you hear?
Follow me. As she starts to walk very slowly, while holding a hand on her back and just going.
Just pushing her.
Urak, pick her up.
She does walk with a bent back and with the cane, but she does walk with a brisk pace.
Very nice. I'm like, oh.
This is not a. This is not an NPC. What the fuck is the mission called?
Escort.
Yeah, it's called mission where you have to like it's slower. It's faster than you're walking, but slower than you're running.
Yeah, it's actually like that.
Oh fuck!
Luckily, she doesn't walk very far. She does walk on the other side of the road down an alley, not far away. She does have to walk a little, so you wouldn't be able to have seen it from the building's beginning. As she walks down the alley, and she talks to Icarus as she goes, just saying, "I heard a scream coming from the alley, and I heard a kind of vroom."
Didn't call the guards.
A what?
A sound. It sounded like vroom, I think.
Like a fart? Like a hollow fart?
I mean,
Can I look at the floor?
you
Fart in the
look into this alley. It is empty. Urak, if you want to look, make a investigation or perception check. Your choice.
Yeah, you're putting it on the worst guy.
You wanted to look.
Yeah,
So
12.
You roll 12. Okay. That's actually a over average roll for you.
Yeah.
You look around.
Trust me, I thought about putting into ability score improvements into wisdom just to like fuck it. Flat.
But yeah, you look inside and the alley seems relatively empty. You do look around, and as you look, there is something that glints on the ground.
I walk over to it.
Okay. You walk over and you see something small seems to shine on the ground. You bend down and you pick it up and you see it's a pin. You know the kind of things you can put on your shirt, essentially.
Yeah.
I like pick it up.
It has to it is essentially seems to have this like silvery ring around it, and there seems to have been some kind of pink leather or something like it put on the inside of this silver, and on the top it has the depiction of a scantily clad woman.
Hildra,
Yes.
do you know what this is?
Unfortunately, I do. My husband used to go to that place, that old pig.
Oh.
But then she killed him.
Oh my god.
Then he died. We don't talk about it.
So what?
Well, he did go there a
So,
lot.
sorry
He killed
to
him.
bring up your husband, but what is it?
It's a membership pin from a place up near the park. It's called the Frequent Lily. One of those pleasure places.
No.
He always said he was only there for the massages and the hot springs, but I know better.
That is all fine and dandy. I think we know where we need to go. Fuck! Wait, I'm not using the right voice. This is another character's. Fuck.
Just be yourself, monsieur.
Don't worry, I know.
I already put the voice on Urak. I can't just.
Okay.
Don't worry, I know your struggle.
That's fairly similar. So, well, I guess we have an idea of where to go next. Fucking got it.
Nice.
Yes.
We might want to hurry.
Well, if
Yes.
you have no more questions for me, I do have to lock up the school now. Excuse me. As she starts,
Where can we
Oh,
find you
yeah.
if there's an emergency?
she lifts her cane and points to the school.
Also,
I live here.
could you point us in the direction of this brothel?
They do prefer for it to be called the Pleasure House, but sure. You have to go up to the park on the northern side of the city. If you have passage through noble quarters, and she turns and looks at all you, which I highly doubt, no offense, you have to go around.
It's in this face.
Okay.
Perfect. It should be easy to find. Just look for that. Just look for a lot of color in a lot of green. Excuse me.
Lot of color.
I start
Inside.
walking.
You do find your way. She does give you a better description than just a lot of color and green.
Yeah.
She does say you need to go around the noble quarters, which is right next to the arcane quarters. As you go around that, you get up to an area where there is essentially a park, like a lot of greens. Trees has been planted. You do see somewhere inside there is a relatively large tree in the middle of this park area, and you bend around to go back towards the noble quarters on the northern side of it, and you do find a building nestled in a small part of the. It has this like large courtyard with a small, relatively large fence around it. It seems that someone has it seems there has been draped a lot of like cloths of different colors, mostly reds and purples and pinks on the outside of this building.
So, how typical does it look to a brothel?
It's if you think a brothel as like a rundown building, this is definitely high class.
I see.
Very high
Place
class.
my father would have been many times.
If he was into that sort of thing, very likely. He would very likely have gone to places like this. This is definitely, it definitely looks like a brothel for nobles.
Anyways, I'm like, I know this kind of place. Urak, take point. Seem very friendly. Let's see a smile, big guy. Do a smile. Yes, like this.
I shove him aside and walk.
We will work on that, my friend. I follow.
Yeah, you start walking up to the building and you walk inside. The inside is even more. I don't know if the word gaudy is the right word to describe it. The inside is even more colorful, mostly in colors of red, purple, and pinks. Cushions and small tables and chairs are around this entry hall. A long carpet has essentially been tossed in the middle, not tossed, rolled out in the middle. The floor itself is in like a deep purplish color. The rolled out carpet is like in a red. A beautifully made mahogany desk, or not desk, like what it called?
Mahogany?
Yeah, mahogany. Mahogany.
Oh.
Mahogany. It's called a bar thing, long table essentially, where the counter. There it was, a long mahogany counter, and you also see several scantily clad people, not just women, also men.
Ralsire, is that you?
You do see it. You oddly enough do see a red-skinned tiefling. No. He is very likely a guest here, if anything.
Or permanent resident.
No, just a guest, a very well-paying guest, but a guest. There is also, you do see people that you think are customers, like people clad in very well-made clothes. And as you do walk in, you also see right behind you, on each side of the door, do stand two Goliath men, both in essentially shirtless, with large clubs on the ground, like the essentially holding the handle, and the club is just on the ground. So they stand there, very likely guards.
So a great club.
Yeah, a great club. It looks a lot like just a large thick stick.
Very, very disconcerting. So there must be a person behind this this desk.
There is an elven woman,
Clothed. Okay.
who seems to be looking through some books. You see, she has like this heavy like makeup on, like eyeshadows and mascara, lipstick that is as red as more or less the rest of the place. Her hair is also like bright red, very lightly colored. She has
Maybe a
she
wig?
has,
Maybe a wig.
You're not sure, but it definitely looks like it's not a completely natural color. That's for sure.
Anyways, I go over there and I speak to her using my thieves' cant. So regularly I'm just talking about, what wares do you have? That's what you would hear if you don't know in thieves' cant. But actually I'm asking for the special little ones, if we can inspect them.
And as you do say that, she looks up as you start talking about essentially the weather, but say it in a way that it seems to be code. Again, thieves can't is normal speech, but with code, essentially.
Yeah.
She does look up and say, "I mean, the weather is nice, is it not?"
No. I mean, I regularly like normal speech people would just hear me talk about what kind of wares do you have, can I see the inventory and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And the code behind
Okay.
is that I want to see the special ones, the new editions.
Okay. She does say to you, "I mean, we have many different types of wares. We have drink, we have food. We also have company. We also do massages and hot springs to ease the pains of long travels."
Fascinating.
Now, is there something specific you are looking for, or... And if not, I would please like you to leave. You are souring my view.
Inside, Victor is like ready to pull his sword out,
Holy shit!
Eterèmont stands behind Victor and he's like, "I like that woman." Those insults.
Okay, straight to business, as you say.
You gotta write it down
I
for
prefer
later.
that.
We are looking for a little girl that might have been pulled in here.
I don't know about your tastes, but we do not do anything that's unorthodox. Perhaps
A kidnap situation, maybe then. Someone hiding here with a girl.
I repeat myself, we do not do such unorthodox things. Now, if you are done asking these pointless questions, I do have a business to run.
I telepath to Urak. You can take the big guy, can't you?
And you hear him outright go, just nope.
Damn it.
just verbally out of nowhere, you just hear Urak go, nope.
No.
Nobody knows why he said no outside of Victor.
I telepath to the little guy.
Mhm.
What? Icarus. Can you, I don't know, kick her shin or something so no one sees?
No, why would I do that?
Are you saying that out loud?
Oh, I'm trying to telepath back.
I can't hear you.
You can. I seem to recall that your telepath thing opens a channel, if you will. It's like a message spell. So people should be able to answer you.
So any creature you can. Actually, I'm just gonna share it so we can read it faster.
Never mind.
Okay, yeah, it's only one way.
Yeah. Very well.
I'm just replying to a intrusive thought. Kick a shin. No, don't kick a shin. Bad Icarus.
Kick the baby.
No, don't kick the baby.
So I'm upset and I'm like, I want to speak to the manager immediately.
Oh, whoa.
You're already talking to her, dear.
Then I want you fired and I want a different manager.
I don't think you
What
have
is
the
this?
power for that.
Primitive establishment here.
Can I pick him up and just walk out?
Yeah.
You can, if you want to. Of course, if Victor struggles against you...
I like, but I can't struggle out of Urak's hands. He's too.
Oh,
strong.
I mean, you
can try.
You can try, if you want to.
No.
Okay. So Urak,
Okay.
you just pick up Victor.
And I walk out.
Oh, Urak, can I have the pin?
I just like try to like fit him over so I can hold him with one arm and just take the pin out of my pocket and like give it to you, and then proceeds to walk out the doors.
I just see Urak holding him under his arm while Victor is just hanging limp, going like an essentially just like an insolent child.
I just imagine like I picked him up and then like, can I get a pin? Oh, 2 seconds. Here you go. And then proceeds to just walk out with him hanging afterwards. Like I was just gonna walk with him like this, but
Yeah, that's fair.
I needed a hand.
Yeah, so Urak and Victor, you walk. Urak, you walk outside with Victor under your arm. And the woman does turn her attention to the last three of you in the room now.
Hello.
Well, hello there.
We're looking for a girl, and she went missing at a school, and the only clue we have is this pin that belongs to one of you.
May I see it?
Let's slide it over.
Yeah, she picks it up and takes a very quick look at it and just goes, "It is indeed one of ours. It's a membership pin. Silver
A
level.
membership.
Oh yeah. We do special memberships for those that can pay.
So it's not one of your employers then?
No.
Oh, okay.
They wear something else. Or nothing.
Do they?
Or nothing. As she essentially points across the room, where essentially you see a almost completely naked elven man. He essentially has like what is essentially just one piece of silk just going in front of his crotch, and that's it. Beyond that, nothing.
Ta-da!
Icarus stares for a little bit.
I mean, it depends on what you want. But this pin, give me a moment. And she pulls out this like large, this rather large book and starts to flip through it. Most of our silver members have a tendency to not come here as often as others, but this pin seems to recognize it. You see here, and she points at it. You do see there's like it's very, very smooth. Someone seems to like this a lot. They might have been fiddling around with it a little bit. And as far as I know, there's only one person that does that. Unfortunately, we don't really do names or titles, if you will.
But you did say that you did not support unorthodox. Yeah. So.
We don't do children here. That is.
Did we
And
get
girl
Hilda's
might be in
last
danger.
name?
I don't know.
Rasmus, did we get Hilda's last name,
No,
Mr. Shelter? Okay.
no, you did not.
But this girl might be in danger.
I don't know if she is. I don't know anything at the moment about why you're here, but it seems as if you want to know about one of my. You want to know who owns this, and I might know who might know. I believe this is essentially a member that comes here a lot, and there are not a lot of silver members that come here a lot. One of those members seems to favor a certain one of my employees. He seems to favor Nicolau quite a lot. I suppose there's nothing wrong with a conversation, right?
No, we promise we won't do anything to harm Nicolau.
Oh, I'm sure
No
you won't.
touching.
Oh,
I mean, if you have the coin, you can do just as much touching as you'd like.
don't have the coin.
But I am not going to let you just walk the halls willy-nilly. So, oh, Grubby! and you hear essentially from behind the corner just her
Oh no.
a set of heavy footsteps as a
Oh, no.
as a 9-foot tall, thick-muscled ogre in like what looks like a suit over his body that is just a little bit too small for him, a pair of pants that is surprisingly well fitting.
Oh.
Walks around. His right eye is about 5 or 6 centimeters too high, and his left eye is a couple of centimeters too low.
Oh.
As he comes around, just goes,
Good butt though.
"Oh yeah, great butt." He just walks around and goes, "Yes, Mr. Slyland, what can I help you with?" And she turns to him and says, "These 3 people wanted to have a word with Nicolau. Could you be a darling and just show them to his room. And Grubby, the ogre, just goes.
Can we bring the pin? We might need it for talking to Nicolau.
She looks at you, Icarus. Roll a persuasion check.
That's a 6.
Why did I not do this?
I don't know.
Because Icarus was the one that asked. She goes, I think it would be best if it returns to me. We can't have you walking around claiming to be silver members.
But
I do thank you for returning it, though.
if I may, we can return it before we leave. So we can show it to Nicolau, and you get it back.
Or he gets it back, but no one.
Roll a persuasion check.
No.
Still higher. Holy
It
shit,
was
that's
still
high.
higher.
Somehow better than mine.
She looks at you and goes.
So fucking sad.
She picks it up and gives it to the ogre. Hold this, dear, and if Nicolau asks for it, give it to him. Don't give it to them. if you be so kind. And again, the ogre just goes, yes, mistress.
Well, this works for me.
Follow. And he starts to down the hall, waiting for the three of you to follow.
We'll
follow.
follow.
Okay, you start to follow. And I think we are going to take a quick break
Yes.
as you start walking
Oh,
down the
God.
halls towards this Nicolas room. So we'll be back in a couple of minutes, or however long our break will be. We'll see you in a couple. And welcome back.
Hello.
So,
Wow, the lighting is terrible.
we jump right back into it. So Eterèmont, Icarus, and Epos, you walk down the hallway following Grubby, the 9-foot tall ogre, who is showing you the way. He stops at a relatively normal sized door, well, a little bigger than a normal sized door, that he opens and starts stepping inside, essentially going in sideways, bending down to get inside. Like, he can barely fit through the doorway as he gets in. You almost hear, as he tries to get in, you almost hear a as he plops inside. and he just goes, "You have guests." Sorry, that was the wrong voice. "You have guests."
yeah, that's how it was.
Yeah. And you step in, I assume?
Yes.
Okay. You see an elven man sitting with the back to you, brushing his incredibly long, almost golden hair, wearing no shirt. And he turns to you and says, "Ah, I mean, I am not used to this many people at a time, but I'm always up for a challenge."
Was he an elf?
He's an elf.
Okay.
A full-blooded elf, actually. He looks like an elf that cannot be more, in human years at least, more than 19 or 20.
Huh.
So he's rather young.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, but we're not here for that today.
Then we'll...
Mount is looking at Icarus. Are you coming back later?
You never know.
Be cool, babe. Damn. Be cool.
But yeah. God. But yeah, he looks at you disappointed, Icarus, as you say that.
Aww.
Well, then I am surprised that the lady let you in. What is it then that I might be able to help you with? You also do not look like the usual clientele. No offense, of course.
None taken. Yeah, we are investigating a kidnapping,
I see.
and we found a pin on the site leading us here, and the lady told us that the pin's owner, it was a membership pin, silver level, and that the owner had you as a favorite.
A kidnapping, you say? How exciting! Can I see this pin? By the way.
Grubby?
The ogre
Sure.
is essentially standing, picking his nose like, Whoa.
Can you show him the pin?
right. And he opens his other hand, luckily enough. Finger still in nose going down towards
Thank you.
Nicolau, who then just takes it. Just looks. Ah, yes. I remember this. What was his name? I think his name was Rovalur. Strange fellow. Surprising he had the coin. We spoke from time to time after our sessions. He's second to the harbor master down by the harbor. Takes care of the ships that comes in and out of the harbor.
Second.
Yeah, you know, what do you call it? Vice president of the harbor master's office, if you will.
This
I see.
sounds even worse. If he's putting her on her ship and sailing her away.
Oh shit.
Wait,
Oh no.
who has been kidnapped, if I may ask?
A young girl.
A young orc girl.
That does not sound like his usual style. I mean, he has come here quite a lot, and I'm surprised he had the coin, but he doesn't seem like a kind of person who would go after young girls. To be honest, he
Well,
was one that preferred to receive. So I'm surprised.
but
That's all.
but if you say he looked like someone who didn't not have money, he may have gone to illicit activities. to
Oh, you mean
get-
you mean she was not for him? I see.
Exactly.
Well, my best bet would probably to speak to the harbor master. He might know something. I'm afraid there's not much more I can do to help. I'm pretty sure his name was Rovalua, though. But beyond from that, I don't really know more. He usually just, whenever he had the time to speak, he usually just spoke about how much of an asshole the harbor master was.
Oh, that sounds nice.
I mean, everyone complains about their bosses, don't they? Not me, of course, but others do. What do I
But did
have?
he ever talk about being short of money?
It's just the prices here are, well, pricey, as we do cater to the wealthy people. He normally, I would say, he would not be able to pay this kind of thing, but my guess is that he uses all of his money for it. I'd say that's the only way he could pay for all this.
Interesting. I guess we should hurry to the harbor then.
Yes, this is mildly concerning, and I
Yeah.
want to
But
run.
thank you very much for for the information.
Oh, anytime. And if you ever need anything, and she points at you, Eterèmont, do come back. I may do
Oh my.
discount, or maybe
I got
even for free for you.
it's a
Oh la la, me, we again.
Ooh la la, oui, baguette.
I don't speak Spanish, but yes.
Oh my, so forget you got.
Yeah, let's just run through it. Ho ho, oui, baguette. I don't speak Spanish, but yes.
That was perfect. But yeah, that is all he says, and as you start walking out, he does wink at you, Eterèmont, going.
Oh.
As Grubby essentially walks up behind you and leads you back out.
Ah!
No, it's not. He doesn't push you. It's like you walk out, he starts to follow you, walking behind
Yeah.
you.
The other one was funnier.
Pushing you out with presents.
Yes, he pushes you out with presence, as he is 9 foot tall and very likely weighs about a metric ton, give or take. He is a big boy.
He's
big
an
boy.
ogre.
He's an ogre, yes, and
He's a
ogres
big
are big
ogre
boys.
You don't say. 9 feet tall.
Mm-hmm.
He qualifies as a large creature.
Yes, he does. He is a large creature.
Yeah.
Large.
Ogres are large creatures.
They are indeed. But yeah, he starts leading you out into the main hall. And I assume you start moving outside to Urak and Victor.
Yes. With haste
Yeah.
steps.
Urak and Victor, what have you been doing in the meantime?
Well,
I
I
like
have been
carrot.
cursing the name of this establishment and probably slashed a few of the banners and stuff with my dagger.
I would keep him from doing that.
Okay.
Tried to.
Urak, make an athletics check. Victor, make athletics or acrobatics to try to get out of his grip.
He got out.
I got
He
out.
gets out.
At least once or
Yeah.
twice I did slash a little bit.
No,
on one of the banners.
Urak is holding you, but you manage to slip out and just run over and start slashing at the ribbons. Which is above the door, which means you do have to jump to try to get him.
Yeah, well, sword extension.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a good idea.
No, I'm just venting atmosphere, my friend. I've never been
Can you-
humiliated before. And I pack my stuff away and start to look around to see what damage what other things I can do in the area.
Roll a perception check.
Yes, please.
Never been humiliated.
19, yeah. You look around and outside it is essentially a courtyard. There is like a spring in the middle of this courtyard, but beyond that it's just gravel stone and a fence.
Is it near the harbor?
It's not that. It's a while if you're going down to the harbor. You need to go out of the park and down through the
Corner.
yeah. You need to go down the living quarters and out into the harbor.
Oh wait, this is the more finer parts of town.
It is the northern side of the city. The harbor is on the eastern side.
I see. But this is in the finer area of the town, or what?
It's in what is called the Park District, and the Park District is an open place for all. It's just
Okay,
it's just a more beautiful part of the city. But not far away, you can see the walls essentially extending when you look towards the city where the noble quarters are, and the gate into the noble quarters as well. From where you are, at least if you go outside the fence, you can see the gate into the noblemen's quarters.
Well, I guess we are just conversing about my distaste of this place.
You're venting, and Urak is just listening, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or pretending to listen, who knows.
I don't think he is.
But anyway, after a short while of Victor venting, Eterèmont, Icarus, and Epos do step outside.
No time to talk. We're going to the harbor. I'll explain on the way.
Okay.
And Victor being like, who's gonna listen to my problems?
Yes, exactly.
Perfect.
Wait, we need to deal with something much more important first. Oh,
But yeah.
this reminds me of the office. Anyways.
But yeah, you start moving towards the harbor. It does take maybe like 20 minutes to get there, because you do have to go down through the area you were at, and all the way down to the Merchant's Road that passes through the middle of the city. Because the harbor does go down a bit. There is like almost like a wall that separates the harbor from the rest of the city. Or said another way, the city is elevated a little bit compared to the harbor itself.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So you walk down towards the harbor, and
I'm guessing you guys are filling us in on the stuff
Yeah.
you...
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. I guess many people would be kidnapped like that. Sold as slaves all over the world.
Yeah, that's what I'm concerned about.
You do know, Icarus, that slavery is essentially outlawed in a large part of the continent.
Except...
But who cares?
Except the Free March, the giant nation in the middle of the continent, is essentially the only place where slavery is allowed. But yeah, you get down into the harbor, and it is very busy at the moment. You do see ships coming in of many different creations and nationalities. You take a look around, and you do see someone that seems to be barking orders to a lot of these men at the harbor. A stout-looking, dark-skinned dwarf. His beard and hair is white. His beard is very short, almost like it's been cut. He has these small, beady red eyes, and his skin is obsidian colored.
Okay. Very dark-skinned.
Yes. Yeah, he has obsidian colored skin, a short white beard, wearing semi-fine clothes. Let's say that. And he seems to be barking orders at the different workers at the moment, telling them to prepare for a ship that is incoming.
So I suppose I help Icarus to get there a little bit faster.
Yeah, we run to him.
Okay, Icarus, you are pushed over towards this dwarf.
Guy.
Excuse me, are you the harbor master?
He turns around and looks at you. Perhaps. That depends. What do you want?
We're looking for Rovalur, the second in command.
Why are you looking for that lazy bastard? What has he done this time?
We're investigating a kidnapping and he's our prime suspect. I want to know where he is.
He takes a slight, like, he was bending down towards you a little bit. He's a little taller than you after all. But as you say a kidnapping, he starts straightening a little bit up. Come again? A kidnapping, you say?
Don't have time for this.
I have not seen Rovalur in weeks.
What?
He's not been at work for over a week or more. I stopped counting. Should have fired that lazy bastard months ago when he started. And he stopped talking.
Gone.
Carry on.
I don't know anything.
Where does he
Inside.
live?
Roll insight.
14.
He's definitely hiding something.
You're hiding something.
Can I walk up, lean down to him, and just go? Are you sure about that?
Urak, roll intimidation.
Yes, please.
Yes. Yes.
Ah, piss!
he looks at you and just goes, I
You're
don't
hiding something.
I don't know anything. I really don't know anything.
I
Please.
will, in the telepathic voice in his head, intimidate him with, in a strange language he probably doesn't understand.
You don't know. But you try to speak to him in this strange language. I know exactly what you're talking about, though.
Yes.
He does start looking around like,
And it sounds as if it comes after him every time he doesn't. When he disbehaves in this conversation.
he does start looking around as the voice starts entering his mind like, do you hear that?
Hear what?
That strange noise.
I just said, "Are you here, Dad?"
Dad, is that you?
Yeah.
No.
Exactly.
Did you get the milk?
Oh God. That's dark. Anyway,
Yes, son, I got the milk.
yeah.
Okay, that's a reference I don't know.
It's not. I don't even know.
No, it's not. It's just me bullshitting.
Yes.
Oh.
Anyway, he starts looking around. I mean... Fucking bastard. Alright. Look, I don't know where he is. Honest. I have no idea where he is. But he had a conversation with some people not too long ago. I don't know exactly what they were talking about, but I know that they owned that, and he points towards one of the buildings. I'm not
What is it?
entirely sure what they were talking about, but I have noticed some strange people walking in and out of that building recently.
By any chance, a little green girl with brown hair?
No, no children.
It's called an orcish girl.
They were all adults.
We don't discriminate here.
He does say that no, they're all adults. All of them like cloaked as if they're trying to hide something. I did see one wearing some kind of like strange pauldrons, spiked some shit. think he
Oh,
was.
that's kind of nice.
He seems to have been some kind of warrior or something.
The voices stop in his head, by the way.
Let's hear. That's good.
The voices stop in his head.
Okay.
While he's speaking the truth.
Okay.
Well, what we assume to be the truth.
I do think I saw someone walk in there not too long ago. I did not see who it was, and I don't want anything to do with that. You go investigate if you want, but I am staying way out of that.
I think we want something to do with that.
Be my guest! I am not getting into that beehive. You go do whatever. Now, if you have no more intrusive questions, I have work to do. Excuse me. And he turns around and starts walking towards the men, start yelling obscenities at them. As,
You did good today.
Yeah, and fuck you too.
Jesus.
Guys, before we go in here, I want to point out one crucial detail. The guards seem to be in on it, since they absolutely ignored this situation. I'm just guessing, but it does seem strange.
Could be pure coincidence that they're just racist.
Could also.
Or maybe he caught the 1 or 2 guards that were in on it.
That's exactly my point. So, do we involve the city guard and have some reinforcements if needed? Or do we do this ourselves?
I don't think we have enough evidence on our person to convince the guard to help us.
No, we have to do this ourselves because we need to act fast.
Right. Okay. Big guy, lead on.
I push him.
Fine.
You walk up towards the large, looming building. It looks like it looks essentially like a warehouse.
Ah, yes. So a big gate.
There is a rather large gate that can be opened, but there are also a door on the side.
It's big and it's gay and it's.
No, it's just big. It's also a building, so I don't actually know if it can be gay.
I shall show you a gay building then.
Actually, gay just
Oh.
goes heavy.
Anyway, there is essentially a large gate that can be pushed open, very likely for when large shipments needs to go in and out of the building. But there are also a side door for individuals who walk in.
Is
How
there
to see if a
lots?
building is gay if it's not straight?
It is quite straight, or at least it doesn't seem to It doesn't seem to be about to tumble over. Victor, yes, the side door is locked.
Little one, yes.
Yes, the little one.
The big one, no.
You can certainly try to see if you can open it.
Right. So I will be going like, okay, that one's locked. What about this one? I push slightly.
It doesn't open. Like you push, and it feels like you're pushing a wall in a way.
I push a little harder.
You still seem to be able to put. You don't push it inward. It seems to be a slider.
I feel foolish, and I find the thing and try pulling it.
You start pulling. Roll a strength check. Strength check.
Oh my god.
Not a strength save, just strength check in general. But it was an 8 because you're not proficient in strength saves. I know because you're a rogue. But yeah, you grab you essentially try to grab the handle that is at the door and pull, and nope, not budging.
Right. So I guess we try the padded lock. Wait, is there windows at all?
There is not.
Not at all.
I assume, Urak, that you try to pull the door open. You start pulling, and you do feel there is a lock that seems to be holding it. And as you pull, you feel something giving. And you have the handle in your hand.
That was not supposed to happen.
Well, they are not gonna escape that way now.
You are very sure that that gate is very likely locked as well.
Right, so since there's no windows, I guess I will be trying to unlock the padded lock.
You may.
Just Dex because I don't have anything.
Yes. Just the dex.
I like look around and just like I don't know what the fuck to do with the backpack.
You may put a door handle, like a gate handle, into your backpack. I will say it weighs a pound.
I love it.
Improvised
I
weapons.
need to put it somewhere, and if I just threw it.
I will also say at this point it is starting to get not necessarily dark. It's right now it's probably around 5 or 5:30 in the late afternoon now.
Okay.
And shadows are starting to creep in as the sun is starting to setting. Is starting to set. That's how you say it. Yes, I know English. Victor, you pull out your dagger again, and it's like I can do this. No, it's like this, and you start fiddling around with it. But after a minute, it just goes, nope. Your dagger doesn't seem to want to get in. So
It's
you can.
too thick.
Yeah, it is too big a lock. Too big a knife.
Big
Don't
guy.
try with the bolt.
Would you mind opening this door for me?
Okay, I take his knife and try to do the same thing.
Before you
Dexterity.
even try, I stop you. No, not like that. Use your hammer or something. You have a hammer, right?
No.
I have a hammer. I think it's like one of
I think you do actually. If you have bought one, because you did lose all your equipment.
No, okay, I don't have it. Okay.
Ah.
Use the.
But yeah, Urak, you try to unlock it. Please do
Sure.
roll a dexterity check.
I want to try something after.
Nope.
You also fiddle around with it for a minute and get frustrated and just give him back his dagger. Nope.
I'll get
It's not
flayed.
useful anymore.
Eterèmont, you wanted to do something?
Yeah. Can I summon my mage hand on the other side of the door to unlock it?
Could you link me the mage hand description, because I'm pretty sure
I
you
think
need to
it's line of
see.
sight.
You need to
Yeah.
see the target that you are aiming it at. Yeah, at a point you choose within range. The hand lines for duration.
I mean,
no.
the door isn't 30 feet thick.
No.
It just have to be within range.
Yes.
Yeah.
It actually doesn't say.
No.
Well, sure.
Yeah.
It doesn't
You-
say I have to.
No. Okay. You cast your mage hand on the other side of the door.
Yeah.
And-
So yeah, so I put my hand on the door, close my eyes, say the incarnation or whatever I need to do. Yeah. And,
yeah, it has verbal and somatic components, so you do have to make hand motions and speak some magic words.
Okay, so I put a hand on the door, use my other hand to conjure it and say the magic words.
Yes, and you feel there is definitely your mage hand is definitely on the other side of the door right now.
Nice.
And it's blowing us off.
Only if Eterèmont wants it to. It is a spectral hand. I don't know what it looks like though, but we'll figure that out.
It's I think it's a light blue hand.
A light blue glove.
sparkly.
Yeah, a light blue sparkly glove just
Yeah.
floats in the air. And you make it unlock the door, I suppose.
Yeah.
You spend a little while trying to wiggle it around as you can't
I
see.
imagine these spy movies where they are listening to the lock.
I'm thinking the same. Essentially, you can hear the hand just going around the door as you're trying to find the locking
Yeah.
mechanism. You do find a slider that essentially has been put in to lock it, so it opens. The door's still locked though, because there is a lock on the inside, a key lock essentially. So it does try to. You do try moving down. Roll. You know what? Roll me a charisma check to see if you can maneuver the hand well enough.
Charisma.
Just pure charisma. It's essentially to see if you can focus your magic. Yeah, you can. You essentially it essentially fiddles down, and you do hear a clink as if you hit a key,
Oh.
and you unlock the door.
Oh, that's lucky.
You're pretty sure the door is unlocked now.
So I open the door,
Yeah, you open the door.
and if it's successful, the hand will be like this.
You open the door opens up, and everyone sees a blue sparkly hand going like this,
Flipping
For
off
you,
its owner.
Victor.
flipping off everyone, including you,
That's for you,
Eterèmont,
Victor.
unless you wanted to like move away from you.
No, I'm just like, that's for you, Victor. and then I start moving in.
Damn elf.
I follow him.
I do want to ask you guys: are you just walking in, or are you sneaking in?
I will give like guys.
Well,
wait.
we have been banging a door. No, we.
No. We only
Do
picked
continue.
locks and ripped off things. So I'm like,
Yeah, we ripped off.
wait. Let me look first, and I will signal you if it's okay. And I stealth inside.
Okay. Roll the stealth check then, Victor.
Fuck.
Very well.
It's close.
Give me a second. Just need to do something. There it is.
And we have 2 players with 20 in one of the stats already.
I don't think so.
Oh,
We have a +2, right? No, he has expertise. That's right.
Yes, he's a rogue.
Yes.
I will just make a bit of a change of scenery for you guys.
Ooh,
roll.
very exciting.
Are you able to see Victor?
Yes,
Good.
I am supposed to be able to only see, but the others on the stream cannot see anything
I know. I am taking care of that. A second.
because I sometimes don't see very much.
It's because I have done something, and I forgot to do this. There we go. Now everyone should be able to see the same thing as you. And just because everyone, just so that we all can keep it on, we'll do this. There we go. So, Victor,
Very nice.
you sneak
So-
inside with it was a 15, yes. I should have
Just-
thought of this.
Zoom out slightly.
Nah, it's not necessary. But yeah, you start sneaking in with your little stealth check, and sorry, it's just I need to check some things. Okay. You do hear something in the back of the room as you move in. It sounds like someone talking.
Can I make out what I hear?
It's mostly mumbling from the distance you are, and you are behind a couple of boxes at the moment. There is light in this place, like essentially I won't say torches, but like very very ugly chandeliers, if you will, in the roof that has been lit.
Okay. So yeah. All right. So a lot of boxes, wooden floor. So definitely don't use fire. You okay?
Yes.
Right. So do I move? I move my characters to view more, right?
You do. You move your character if you want. But you do have, you are pretty sure you need to get a little closer to be able to make out the words.
All right, so oh, okay. Now I see something.
You take a look. You take a look around. Fuck. There we go. Just move out again. It's fine.
So
You look to the end of this long hallway, if you will, and you see 4 figures standing around a circle on the ground. They seem to be speaking to something that floats. You see a small bead of black
floats.
that's
in the air?
that's essentially floats like right there in the center of the circle. Is like a small black, almost like a bead-sized black orb.
Right.
And all four of these individuals are standing around this black bead.
Okay.
The one that stands closest to you is wearing these like almost ripped robe kind of thing. Like his belly and his back is like exposed. It looks like there's markings on the sides of his body that seems to be. It looks a little bit like arcane runes that seems to have been engraved into his flesh. Going down the sides of his stomach, he has a hood over his head, and essentially is wearing a short robe-like underpart and some relatively finely made boots. The others are in more full-on robes. What looks like almost like bone or teeth that seems to be going in around the chest area. That seems to hold a leather plate, if you will, a plate of leather around their backs and their chests. They hold skulls in their hands, and you see a dagger in their belts as they seem to be They seem to be making incantations.
Cool. Do I hear any other movement in this building than those 4?
Roll a perception check.
Not bad. 18.
You don't.
I don't. Okay. Right. Do I see that corpse in the middle?
You do. You can't make it out. It's rather small.
But I see blood.
You see blood.
Okay. So I start walking out. Oh wait, I can actually go this way. Let's just explore a little bit. Okay, never mind. So I walk out and I'm like, they're in here. I think I see the girl. I'm not certain. I whisper, of course.
You have moved a little way into the building itself. This down here is not the entrance.
Oh,
The entrance is like, let's say, 30 feet further down.
So in this direction.
In this direction,
This.
going back towards where you were before. I would like you to roll a stealth check as you start moving back.
Oh my god. There. Oh.
You step on a cat.
You start moving, Victor. You start moving. Yeah. Okay. What is your passive perception, Victor?
10.
Okay. You move back, and you get back to the others.
And I'm like, you better just come inside. We need to kill these guys.
Alrighty.
I think it's a cult.
Oh.
This sounds really bad.
It's gonna be fun.
Are you all moving inside, by the way?
Yeah.
Wait a
Yes.
minute.
Okay.
Procrastination.
I cast invisibility on myself.
Very well. You are gone. Do you sneak in or do you just charge in?
I sneak.
All right. Those of
Would
you who
also like
sneak,
to sneak.
those of you who sneak, roll, please.
I will ask him
Yeah.
as we're sneaking. So, where are they? No, fuck, wrong voice. So, where are they?
They are in the room. That way, and I point in the correct direction.
Okay. I have to remember because I do have disadvantage, I believe.
You do, as you are wearing
Yeah.
chainmail.
Yes. Not that it really matters, because I still rolled the lowest on the first one.
I'll just take a look at all of your rolls in a second. I just need to put all of you in. Because I have to click some stuff on. So you can see what the hell is going on. I have to get myself a new mouse. It is working absolutely horribly right now.
Mean.
Yeah, it's terrible. It's really annoying. It double clicks when it shouldn't, and it doesn't react.
Ninja icon!
What?
I got a ninja icon.
Yes, you do, because you're invisible.
Ninja.
Okay, so you move in, all of you, into the room. I'll just make a roll for Epos, as he is also sneaking in, as well as he's able.
Ooh.
Here we go. Okay, so we have a 12, 19, 6, 13, 13, yes. Alright, so you sneak in. And as you get up to these boxes, you hear someone calling, "I know you are here. There is no reason to hide."
I accidentally
I'm
stepped
still
on the-
hiding.
That's fair, you're invisible.
Yeah.
But he is
I
calling out.
accidentally-
He's calling out to someone.
I accidentally step on Eterèmont's foot, as I cannot see him.
I'm staying well away from Victor because I know shit like that might happen.
Yes.
Fine.
But yeah,
Well, as long as she's not in any of our ways, we cannot step on his feet.
Yeah, it's fair enough. Never mind then.
do you step out?
Sure.
Okay. Urak, you step out?
Boom.
Okay. You also see down the hallway and see the corpse on the ground. In the middle of this strange circle. It is the one in the torn robes that has turned to you and just says, "And the rest of you, there's no reason to hide. I know you're here." And
Load my crossbow.
Epos also just steps out. He already has his crossbow in hand. Like,
By the way, I moved my
Which
character up
person
here
is
so we
talking?
can see things. I'm actually still
everyone
behind.
can see now. Everyone.
Oh, okay. It's just for my screen that
It is
I.
for your screen. Everyone has the same. You all have the same amount of view that you can see. Essentially,
Okay.
you can all
So-
see the same.
Very interesting. So I'll just use this one up here.
How far can I throw a gate handle?
Who was speaking?
This guy.
Okay.
And the last one. I know you're there. Do you really want us to come for you?
Yes.
Well, it does not matter. You have seen something you're not supposed to see. But their glory will be brought to bear. And he points towards you. Kill them. But leave them let's say leave them still filled with their essence. The master demands it.
You.
Interesting.
And
Say it.
how much longer do you guys want to go?
Oh yeah. I can
How
go
long
on
do you
for-
think it'll take?
Yeah.
I am not entirely sure. That depends on how well you roll.
That's true.
Let's just finish this. This seems like a short fight. Famous last word.
Indeed.
Yeah.
It's up to you guys. If you want to keep going, we keep going. It is
I'm
a
fine
combat,
with it.
so it could take a while.
Yeah, I'm tired. As always.
Very well. Then I
We can-
say,
yeah.
this is where we end. We end for the evening.
Alrighty.
And we pick this up again in a couple of weeks.
Yes.
Gotta kick some.
Good mistress.
Hopefully with our last guy.
Yes.
Hopefully, yes.
We give him the possibility to join in.
Yes, as he should also have done today. Unfortunately, the
Get
Rona.
well soon, Remy.
Yeah, the Rona got him.
Hold on.
Yeah. Get better, man.
Indeed. Do get better. We do miss you on the stream.
Yes.
Anyway,
We're looking forward to your return.
indeed we do. Anyway, that will be the end of our session for this evening. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Heyo!
Bye.
Hola.
Bye.